Not everyone who fires a gun at someone else is prosecuted in the United States. The country's gun laws make exceptions for people who are under attack in their own homes, as these home invaders found out. Check out these torrid tales of home invaders who picked the wrong home. The Florida woman who fired on a man breaking into her home will not be charged in his killing due to the state's Stand Your Ground laws. Just after 5 p.m., sheriff's deputies responded to a call reporting an intruder. They discovered the remains of a 54-year-old man on the floor of the home. The woman's security camera picked up the intruder screaming profanities and kicking at the front door.
You wanna play? Let's play!
Police state that once inside, the man armed himself with a kitchen blade and began going through the home, room by room, yelling his intentions to harm the mother of the children who lived in the home. Once he entered a back bedroom, she aimed and fired, hitting him in the head. He passed away instantly. The police investigation determined the woman was protecting herself and the other people, including children, who were inside. The man had an active domestic maltreatment injunction against him and wasn't supposed to be at the home. He was reportedly on his way to anger management therapy, according to a police spokesperson. Florida's Stand Your Ground law states that a person who is not engaged in an unlawful activity and is attacked in any place where they have a right to be has no duty to retreat and has the right to meet force with force, including deadly force, if they believe their life is threatened. In a similar case, Austin, Texas police received several emergency calls concerning gunfire. When they arrived at an area apartment complex, they found 3 people with serious injuries. Witnesses told police the 3 culprits were in the process of breaking into the apartment when the resident opened fire on all 3 of them. 2 passed away at the scene, and the 3rd was rushed to an area hospital. Residents of the apartment complex were asked to stay in their homes until further notice, as police continued their investigation.
3 people tried breaking into an apartment, but they were shot by the person who lived there.
Texas has a castle doctrine that protects people who fire on intruders from being prosecuted. In the Chicago area, 2 men, Bradley Finnan, 39, and Larry Brodach, 58, wearing surgical masks, were caught on a doorbell camera trying to attack a couple in their home. We see them knock on the door, and when the homeowner opens the door, they rush in. The audio reveals the surprise of the homeowner when the men rush in to begin the attack. The intruders attempted to overpower the homeowner, and the struggle spilled out onto the lawn, where the homeowner overpowered Finnan.
It spills out the front door as the homeowner wages the fight of his life.
Finnan managed to escape and ran from the scene, but Brodach lost his as the homeowner fired on him to protect his home.
Report of a man with a gun and a lot of commotion and screaming going on at the residence.
Police state there will be no charges for the homeowner stemming from the incident. Finnan was eventually apprehended. In Titusville, Florida, police are investigating an incident of gunfire during a home invasion. At about 6:30 p.m. Monday, police said they responded to a report of shots fired at a home in the 500 block of Rock Pit Road. Police say 2 intruders entered the house and held the man and a juvenile at gunpoint as they attempted to ransack their home. Evidence indicates that the homeowner was seriously wounded during the physical altercation. The culprits fled the scene after the incident and are still at large, according to police. Anyone with information is asked to contact the authorities at 321-264-7800. They may be eligible for a reward of up to $5,000 by calling Crime Line at 800-423-TIPS. The tables were turned on a home invader in the 3100 block of Philadelphia's Kensington neighborhood. According to police, the intruder entered the home of 2 women around 3 a.m. when one of the women opened fire, hitting the intruder in the thigh. He was taken to an area hospital and listed in critical condition. Police say the gun was legally registered, and no charges were filed against the woman who lived in the home.
Police say a woman inside of the home, the 32-year-old man in the thigh.
To understand why homeowners aren't responsible when they take a life on their property, we have to understand American self-defense laws. Stand your ground, duty to retreat, and castle doctrine laws are the 3 leading self-defense laws in the country. A castle doctrine is a self-defense law that states that a person's home, place of work, or vehicle grants them protections and immunities from prosecution to use force to defend against an intruder. Each state chooses whether they are a stand-your-ground state and whether there is a duty to retreat. The duty to retreat law states that one cannot harm another in self-defense when it is possible to retreat from a threatening situation to a place of safety. In duty to retreat states, the duty to retreat doesn't apply when the homeowner is in their own home. The Stand Your Ground law states that there is no duty to retreat from the situation before using deadly force, and is not limited to one's home, place of work, or vehicle. 23 states currently have a castle doctrine, and 36 states have passed a Stand Your Ground law. Some states have enacted a castle doctrine and a Stand Your Ground variation, such as Texas. Dubbed the Shoot First laws, not everyone is crazy about them, and opponents point out that self-protection claims tripled in states like Florida after these laws were enacted. The police chief of Miami, John Timoni, went so far as to say that these laws are dangerous. Whether it's trick-or-treaters or kids playing in the yard of someone who doesn't want them there or some drunk guy stumbling into the wrong house, you're encouraging people to possibly use deadly physical force where it shouldn't be used. The laws are newly established and thus have little data to use for studies. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Human Resources found that Stand Your Ground laws led to an increase in instances of unlawful demise and hospitalizations relating to firearm injuries. The study estimated that at least 30 people die per month due to the laws. It's led many to wonder if these laws are worth the cost of human lives. How do you feel about the Stand Your Ground laws? Do you think these home invaders got what was coming to them? Or should there be no exceptions for using a gun? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for fresh content weekly.